patience. We're here with Team ABS Robotics from the University of Calgary. They're starting with a programming skills run.
All right, never mind. This looks like a false start. We're gonna have to stop it early.
Looks like they're gonna stop the
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back for Team ABS's second programming skills run. Looks to be a similar start to the first, but they do pick up that second ball. And they dunk 2 red balls in that center left goal. We'll see if they can complete the row here for red. They do. Still plenty of time left, about 40 seconds, as they start to move across the near side of the field. That second red ball almost got away from them, but by pressing up against the goal, they managed to get it in range of their intake. And now a second row is complete for red. We'll see if they move along that right-hand side or go for the center. Looks like a little bit of both. They use those prongs to de-score 2 of the blue balls. Just about 12 seconds left in this run. Looks like that red ball got away from them in the back right corner, and then another here in the center. We'll confirm their score much better than their last run, and be back for the next one in just a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
We are back for Team ABS's third and final programming skills run of the evening. Looks to be a solid start for this one, as they put 2 in the center left goal. By toggling their intake in and out, they're able to increase the area from which they can successfully intake those balls, increasing that margin of error to make their program more repeatable. Looks to be a similar result so far to the last run. Now we get to see that fun maneuver here in the center right of the field. Looks like the pegs got a little bit jammed up that time. They may have something built into a later portion of their code to still score that center goal. In the back right corner, looks like that ball gets just a little bit away from them. And with just a few seconds left, it should be a similar score to what we saw in the last run, although slightly lower. The referees will confirm that, and we'll be back with driver-controlled runs in just a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back for the first driver skills run. The Team ABS starting in that back left corner, similar to their programming skills runs. First 2 balls roll off the edges of the goal there, but they are not deterred, moving along that back side. And now to the center of the field, switching goals into red's possession and de-scoring blue along the way. Still more than half of their time left. Sitting on a 7-point programming skills score. That's a solid base to work from. I'll look to add to it here. In that bottom right corner, one red goes in, the second rolls out. We're still just over halfway around the field with about 15 seconds left on the clock. To complete that bottom row, we'll see if they complete the row on the left-hand side. Just a few seconds left here, and they're going to go for the center goal instead of the corner as time expires. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few minutes.
2, 1, go.
And ABS kicks off their second driver skills attempt. Their first attempt put up 93 points, but they had the potential to go even higher. Looks to be a solid start here. They successfully score and double D-score in that top left corner. And now completing the row on the back right. We'll see how this top left goal changes their strategy throughout the match. And at the end of their sequence, whether they go for the center or that left side first. For now, though, they complete row number 3 there, almost. There, they got it on the second try. Now working their way up the left and going for the center. They de-score all 3 blue balls there. Now have to go back to the bottom left as time expires. We'll be back with a score and a third run here.
3, 2, 1, go.
And ABS, the University of Calgary, starts off their third and final driver skills run. They also completed 3 programming skills runs, so this is going to be their last run of the day. sitting on 163 total points so far, looking to improve on a 93 in driver skills. This time they're going to go for the center goal early, I should say. Picked the wrong E verb there. And now they continue their way across the back end of the field. Just about 25 seconds left on the clock. More than halfway done, just about 2/3. And as they go, they're also D-scoring all of those blue. So this should be another solid score. They're going to chase down that final red ball. A few seconds left on the clock. They pop it in. They pull out the last blue. We'll confirm the score and be back with the final in a few moments. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our VEX-U and VRC skills event. Our first team up here on day 2 is Team UWAT from University of Waterloo in Ontario. They're starting with a programming skills run where they intend to record a stop time. So far, 5 red balls in scoring position. Sounds like they've stopped there, but we don't have sound from them. So we'll confirm the score and be back in a few moments with their next run.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back with the University of Waterloo's second programming skills run. In their first attempt, they put up 50 points and recorded a 38-second stop time. So they had 38 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if they use some of that time here, if they're just looking to improve that 50 points incrementally. It looks like they are going to improve it there in the bottom left corner, and the program continues on this time. Just about half of their time left. They continue to put 2 red balls in each goal while removing the blue. Now onto the back left corner. We'll see if they can complete the row. They do. So now 2 rows are red. Again, D-scoring blue along the way. Looks like one of those red may have gotten away from them a little bit. We'll see if this disrupts their strategy at all. About 15 seconds to go. Going for a 3rd row in red's possession. It is, and again, the blue balls are D-scored. Just about 5 seconds left. They pop one into the center. We'll see if they can complete this middle goal. 3, 2, 1, and they do. We'll confirm the score. We'll be back with their next run in a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
And UWAT starts off their 3rd and final programming skills run of the morning. That red ball in the back left corner that got away from them, the only thing keeping them away from a perfect score in round number 2. So they scored 125. Only the top score counts, so they're going for perfection in this one. They're off to a great start here on the near side of the field. Those of you who are just joining us this morning may notice on the scoreboard that there are other teams with scores already posted. That's because, due to the size of the combined event, we had to run a few matches last night, although not as many as we originally planned. We had 7 teams ready to go. But due to weather, most of them rescheduled for today. So, ABS from the University of Calgary and the Minutemen Lewis County High School posted their scores last night. Good progress around the field. The only question there in the back left corner. Referees are going to ask for a closer look at that one, I'm sure. And that's time. We'll be back in a few moments with driver skills runs.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back. Team UWAT starting off with their first driver skills run, sitting on 125 programming points. Again, each team gets up to 3 runs of each type, programming and driver. We take their top score from each and add them together to get a combined skills score that we use for the rankings. Those scores also get uploaded to the World Skills Rankings, which can be used to fill world and state and regional championships as appropriate. Just about 20 seconds left here on the clock. They're on the back left corner, so about halfway around the field now. Looks like 5 make it 6 goals in red's possession with just a few seconds left. And that ends their first run. They've got 2 more. We'll be back in a few minutes with the next one.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back. University of Waterloo's second driver skills run. 89 points in the first. Slides them into first place very early on here in our VEX U festivities. Looking to improve that score and record a stop time in run number 2. Off to a much faster pace than their last one so far. Similar path to their programming runs with about half of their time left. Scoring 2 red, D scoring blue. But now reaching a point where they have to put only 1 red ball in some of those goals. Just about 15 seconds left. They chase down that red ball as it tries to escape. Place it on the right-hand side.
Okay, you got it.
So they go back to D-score that blue, and now
Square up, square up.
they line up, they place it in, and record a stop time. Looks to be 2 seconds. We'll confirm the score, and we'll be back in a few moments with their.
Driver skills on 3, 2, 1, go.
And the University of Waterloo starts their third and final driver skills run. In run number 2, they put up a perfect score of 126 points and recorded a 2-second stop time. So trying to improve that stop time here. Off to a good pace. A very quick reset there. Just got it in at the end of their scheduled time block. Moving a couple of seconds faster than the last run here. And securing that ball quickly this time. A great improvement to their score. They call time. We'll confirm the score and the time left on the clock, and we'll be back with our next team in a few moments.
Why? Because
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back. Our next team up is ERAUB, the blue team from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott, Arizona. They're starting with a programming skills run. Just about 15 seconds into it. Our last team from the University of Waterloo ended up leaving 1 blue ball in their center right goal. So only 125 points on that 20-second stop time run. Still a very good performance to start off our day. Just about 30 seconds left in this autonomous skills run. They've moved over to the left-hand side of the field.
Are we able to stop time on this one? Perfect.
And they're going to end this one early. We'll be back with their next run in a few.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
And the blue team from Embry-Riddle starts their second programming skills run. I can't quite see what's happening behind that goal, but it looks like some red balls are being shuffled around, and then they move over to the left center of the field. Just about 45 seconds left. One of the additional challenges, and I like the way they've solved it. One of the additional challenges of the VEX U competition is the robots are smaller than their middle and high school counterparts. And so they have to come up with a creative way of being shorter than the goals that they're scoring into. Appears they're using a catapult, which is exciting to see. Just about 15 seconds left. Dry fire there. And as their time expires, we will confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few moments. Beyond me, but again, a dry fire there. Handoff from the intake not quite working. Just about 10 seconds left. I think they're going to let this one run out. And they're ending it. So we'll be back with driver-controlled runs in just a few moments.
Three, two, one, go.
And we're back with Embry-Riddle Blues' second driver skills run. Trying to line up that first ball in the catapult. And it goes in. Second ball, loaded up. This one has a little bit too much heat on it, flies over the backstop. Just about halfway through their time on this run. That one rolls out of the catapult, technically was scored, but they're going to try and place it on top so that they also get credit for goal ownership. This game is similar to tic-tac-toe, 9 goals arranged in a grid. Whichever color on top owns the goal. By owning a complete row, you get 6 points. We also earn points for disrupting blue rows. That's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their final run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the blue team from Embry-Riddle kicks off their third and final driver skills run. Again, we take the top programming skills score and the top driver skills score. So they've already put up, I believe, a 45 in driver skills, looking to improve on that now. They do shove a red ball into scored position on that near side corner on the bottom. I think our referees will confirm that after the match. Just about half of their time left in this one. The catapult is lined up, it fires, and it's in. And we'll see if they'll move around the back end of the field there, or if they come back to the front and center to complete the row. Not only would that give them 6 points for a red row, they would also disrupt a blue row in the process, earning another 6 points. Just about a quarter of their time left as they move now onto the right side, chasing the balls where they're more plentiful. Just a few seconds left now. See if they can get one more into this back corner, and that's time. We'll confirm the score. We'll be back with our next team.
3, 2, 1, go.
And our next team up is also from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. This is the gold team. ERAUG, starting with a driver-controlled run in that back right corner. Ooh, that ball just barely rolls off the rim. Again, an extra challenge these university teams face is getting that 15-inch robot to unfold high enough to score in these goals. Just about 25 seconds left. They're going to take another swipe at that back right goal. $15 to go. Looks like that ball might be stuck inside the frame of their robot. That might limit the range of motion of their arm. 3 seconds. And that's the match. We'll be back in a few seconds with their next run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the gold team starts their second driver skills run. Again in that back right corner. the university teams face that extra challenge of the 15-inch robot starting size, they also have some much more permissive construction and are able to branch out into more advanced machining and manufacturing techniques. We've seen a lot of 3D printed parts so far as the gold team puts in their first ball of the morning in that back right corner, now coming to the near side to pick up some red balls that have rolled away from them. We'll see if they go for this bottom corner, which will disrupt more rows by my count, or for the center to work on completing a row of their own. It's like a very interesting device here on a 6-bar lift. This time expires. We'll be back with our next run in a few moments after we...
2, 1, go.
And the third driver skills run is underway for Embry-Riddle Gold. Again, starting in that back right corner. The first ball rolls over the rim, starting them off with a solid 19 points. Now they have 45 seconds to try and improve on their score from their last run. Plenty of time on the clock here. As the last run expired, I was starting to comment on their interesting design. They've got a 6-bar lift, it looks like, and then their intake deploys in and out linearly, giving them a little extra reach to try and get over the edge of those goals. 15 seconds to go. Maybe not a 6-bar lift as I get a bit of a closer look. Just a few seconds left now. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next run in a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
And after placing a driver skills score of 19 points, Embry-Riddle Gold shifts over to programming skills. Based on that reaction, I think that's not quite what they were hoping for. Might be the end of this run. If it is, we'll take the score and be back with our next one. Yep, I see the hand signal there. They're going to end this one. We'll confirm the score and be back with the next one in a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
And programming attempt number 2 is underway. Looks like another bounce out here. And they're calling that one early as well. We'll be back in a few moments with their final run.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back after a few practice runs. Embry-Riddle Gold. They shoved that starting ball into the bottom of the goal.
I think we're done.
They are going to call this one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Our next team up, the Purdue Sigbots. In their last run, Embry-Riddle Gold put up 13 points for their programming skills. Just about 20 seconds into this run for the team from Purdue.
Okay, yeah.
They're going to cut this one off early. We'll confirm the score. We'll be back in a few moments with their next run.
2, 1, go.
And the Sigbots are off for programming skills attempt number 2. 1 point on the first. They wedged a red ball into that back right goal. And they're going to cut this one early as well. We'll be back with their next run in a few moments.
Get down. 3, 2, 1, go.
We are on to the Sigbots' third and final programming skills run. Looks like the intake unfolded a little bit late there.
Oh, great. All right.
And they're going to cut this one early. We'll be back with driver skills runs in a few.
1, go.
And after a quick reset, the Purdue robot unfolds for their first driver skills run. As they go along and pick up those red balls, they're D-scoring blue as well. Some of them popping out of the top. About half of their time left. Just letting that outtake wheel roll as they back away from the goal so that the blue drop away safely. Getting a bit of a countdown here from their back coach.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last ball just rolls out, but 2 more driving attempts are available. We'll see those in just a few minutes.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
And the SIGBOT's second driver skills run is underway. Lots of mechanisms unfolding at the beginning of the match. They take a quick poke at that center goal to clear space for future scoring before moving down to that left-hand corner. And completing the second row. On to row number 3. Very close to equalizing their score from their last run with plenty of time left.
14,
The 8th ball rolls in.
12, 11,
Face the final red ball across.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Pop the last one in and the last blue out. This looks like a good score. We'll confirm it and be back with their final run in a few moments.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And the SIGBOTs unfold for their third and final driver skills run. They put up a perfect 126 in their last driver skills run. Now trying to replicate that performance, but add in an officially recorded stop time. Those red balls bounce away from them just a little bit, but they do recover quickly. Still just over half of their time left. They move on to the second half of the field.
Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like another 126, but they used all their time.
2, 1, go.
I had to look it early. That's fine.
And this time we are starting for real. Timer's working. This is Gator VEX from the University of Florida. With a programming skills run. Looks like things might be a little bit hung up here.
It's a bit stuck.
All right, stop it.
You want to stop it? All right.
They're
We're
going
gonna
to
stop
stop
that one.
this one early. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back with the second programming skills run for the University of Florida Gator VEX. They've progressed just as far as they did last time, but the program continues on in this run. Just over half of their time left. 6 red balls scored, 6, make that 5 blue D-scored. And next, a red ball gets away from them a bit, but they still have one in their path as they move on down the line. They toss that blue ball out the back. And again, 1 red ball gets away. Ooh, it looks like it's moving on without scoring in that corner goal. Just a few seconds left here. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and we'll be back with their next draw.
3, 2, 1, go.
And the Gators start their third and final programming skills run, sitting on a high score right now of 69. Ooh, that first red ball just bounces out. They still have ownership of the goal, though, as they move down the left-hand side of the field.
Oh, no.
Ooh, something's not quite right with their sequencing at this point. We'll see if the later parts of their code can adapt. Just about 25 seconds left on the clock.
Oh.
10 seconds to go. This time they get that bottom right goal.
Oh.
Ooh, and that last red ball just gets away from them. They still D-score blue, though. Just a few seconds left on the clock. We'll confirm the score and be back with driver-controlled runs in a few moments.
2, 1, go.
We are back for driver-controlled runs. They quickly pop in the first red ball in the center goal, also dislodging a blue ball as they do. A different path than their autonomous skills here, going across the top instead of down the left. Some of the red balls roll free there, but they do D-score blue in that center goal. Now they're going to move on down the right-hand side, about halfway done with their time.
Right, hold on. 20.
Just about 10 seconds to go. They've got the outer goals in red's possession. Let's see if they go get into the center in time.
1.
They do perch a red on top, but they can't quite dislodge a blue to make space for it. We'll confirm the score and be back with
2, 1, go.
We are back after a quick reset. I managed to fit one more run into this time slot. Looks like their unfolding hood got a little bit caught on that second red ball, but they do move goal ownership in red's direction. D score 2 blue in that back right corner, and now moving down the right hand side with more than half of their time left.
That's him.
Second row is complete. Now they're going to finish their lap around the outside. Still plenty of time left. They D-score a few blue on the way. Just about 15 seconds to go. And they're on to the center there. That extra flap helping them score in the center without a back drive. They accidentally D-scored that red, but then they cycled back around.
3, 1.
That is time. Confirm the score and be back with our next team in a couple of moments.
2, 1, go.
And our next team up is the University of Central Arkansas, starting with a quick programming skills run.
All right, I screwed up the start. Sorry. 2,
1, go.
And the Bears start their first driver-controlled run. Starting in that back right corner. And they pop that ball up into scoring position. Currently looking at a 19-point score. We'll see if that goes up or down in the next 40 seconds. Looks like they're coming down to the near side corner next. Trying to get a red ball to pop up over those hooks on the bottom of their intake.
You got this, Harrison.
Plenty of time left on the clock. Just about 10 seconds. They shift their focus over to another ball that's up against a wall, hoping to use that backstop to help them intake. 3, 2, 1. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run in a few moments.
1, go.
We're back for driver-controlled run number 2. The University of Central Arkansas. 19 points on their first run.
Oh.
Ooh, that one just rolled out. We'll see if they go back to a corner goal or shift their attention elsewhere. Looks like they are going to come down to the near side.
You got this.
Again, only the high score matters with about 30 seconds left. They do grab onto a ball here, lining up on the near side goal.
Yes, yes.
This one pops in, equaling their score from last time of 19 points. Still plenty of time left to add to that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
this ball pops in as well. line up with the backboard. They're a little bit hooked up on the goal, but it does roll in. A few seconds left here. Let's see if they can add some more to the score. And that concludes run number 2. We'll be back with our next one in a few moments after we confirm the score.
2, 1, go.
And we are back with the third and final driver skills run at the University of Central Arkansas. UCA moved up to 26 points in run number 2, looking to add to that again.
You got this. Oh no!
That ball just rolls out of play. Still about half of the time left on the clock. They shift their focus to a new target on the far end of the field.
You got it.
Okay. 15 seconds.
Just about a dozen seconds left.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And they're going to run this one out with some victory circles. We'll confirm that score.
2, 1, go.
And we are starting our afternoon block of matches with the NJIT Highlanders from New Jersey Institute of Technology, starting with a driver-controlled run on that left corner. Looks like the center goal has a red ball crammed into it next to a blue. On the left-hand side, 2 red, and moving up the back with 3 red in the center and 1 at the end. They move around the field, clearing out blue as they score red just over halfway through their time. Now ejecting the blue and replacing with red over to the near corner. Plenty of time left on the clock. Another sequence of ejection. Just a few seconds left. They drop a red in the bottom there. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next run in a few moments.
2, 1, go.
124 points in that first driver-controlled run for NJIT. They're starting a programming skills run next. I heard an uh-oh from the side. That's why you get 3 attempts.
Oh yeah, we're Mike.
But they are going to still put up some points in this one despite the early miscue. Just about half of their time left. Just a few seconds left here to try and eke out a couple more points. If not, looks like it might be a 19. Our referees will confirm, and we'll be back with the next run in a few moments.
2, 1, start.
And NJIT commences programming run number 2. 19 points in the first one. Things look to be off to a smoother start here. Looks like the hood properly deployed on this run. I think that left side goal has a red ball on top of it, yes. But as they move to the near side, the next ball just gets away from them. So looking at 19 right now, but still an opportunity with plenty of time left on the clock to improve that performance. Almost snuck another red goal there on the right-hand side. Now this extra ball in the processor does get into a scored position. That breaks up a few more rows. And they're going to stop it there. We'll count the score and be back in a few moments with their next run.
2, 1, go.
And NJIT deploys their mechanisms for their third and final programming skills run. Not happy about the start to this one, though. They do score in a goal we've not seen them attempt yet. Just about half of their time left. They may sneak in a few more. They do score one blue ball in the center goal. Judging by the reaction, this is a chaotic variant of their normal autonomous plan. About 15 seconds left. And it stops there, rotated about 90 degrees from where we see them normally stop. So we'll tally the score and be back with driver-controlled runs maybe in the next few minutes.
2, 1, start.
And the Highlanders kick off their driver skills runs. This is their second of 3. In their first run, they put up 124 points. That is 2 points off of a perfect score. And this run is off to a great start. Just about half of their time left. You can hear their team members calling out the time signal there in the background. And they do manage to pop that second red ball over the edge into the goal. Now they back up. They score blue from the center. Plenty of time left to clear out this board. Looks like things are a little bit hung up with just a few seconds left. We'll confirm the score and be back with their final run in a few moments.
3, 2, 1, go.
And NJIT starts their final driver skills run of the day. 124 is still their score to beat. Seems like the issue at the end of that last run was caused by a low controller battery, so they're running this one, powering it off of a USB cord. Decent pace here so far, but they got a little hung up on that back goal. Still plenty of time to recover. Looks like they're going to go back to it. Try and de-score that blue. They do pop it out. About half of their time left. They start down the right-hand side of the field.
It's over.
20 seconds or so as they recycle those balls through to get red on top. They back away, drop off some blues, and de-score the center as well.
Oh my gosh.
Just a few seconds left here. And it looks like 124 is going to be their driver skills score. We'll confirm that and be back with our next team in a few moments.
2, 1, go.
Next team up, Mountaineers from West Virginia University, starting with a programming skills run. Only had access to a field and robot parts for a few days. And they're going to end this one early after de-scoring that center goal. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next.
1, go.
And we are pivoting over to driver-controlled runs now. Sounds like they've reached their maximum programming for this tournament at least. Now going to focus on bringing up that overall total. Plenty of time left on the clock, a very zippy little robot there. I think they're using all Omni wheels, so we've got a bit of a drift going. Still more than half of their time left. Using the wall to help them secure that red ball, scoring it in a center goal. It's a strategy we've seen a lot from teams who have had limited build time this season. 10-ish seconds left. Going for that center goal. And that is time. We'll confirm the score and we'll be back in just a few minutes with their next run.
3, 2, 1, go.
And WVU starts their second driver skills run. Sounds like they ran the wrong program on that one. Let's see if they can recover though. Cost them a bit of time, sitting on 86 total points. And 59 driver skills run. Just about half of their time left, focusing on D-scoring those blue balls. D-scoring just as valuable as scoring. So until you cap out one of those, focusing on the others just fine. Just a few seconds left here.
2, 1.
That's time. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few seconds.
2, 1, go.
And WVU is off on their final run, trying to beat 59 points in driver control. Again, focusing on D scoring early. We'll see when they shift their sights to building a row of their own out of red. All of the easily D-scorable blue goals have been emptied. A very zippy little robot. Lots of power, not much weight. Still 20 seconds or so on the clock as they load up and deposit some red balls in that side goal. 10 seconds left. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with our next team in a few minutes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Next team up is VCAT from Vaughn College of Aeronautics and Technology. They're going to stop this programming skills run a little early. We'll confirm the score, and then
3, 2, 1, go.
And VCAT kicks off their second autonomous skills run. Seem a bit happier with this start. Looks like they got one of those two red balls in, so they still have goal ownership. And now they complete their first row on that right corner. See if they, yes, they're going to go down the right-hand side a bit before going for the center. Just about 25 seconds left. And a second row is completed. Two red balls go into the top of the near side center goal. Just about 10 seconds left. I think they're going to complete the loop around the outside. We'll see if they can get one of these last red balls into the center goal with just a couple of seconds left. The pass rolls away. We'll calculate the score and be back in a few moments with their next.
2, 1, go.
Now VCAT pivots over to driver skills runs. Their last programming run put up a score of 81 points, a 3-point improvement over their previous best official score. Making very good time so far in driver skills. But once again, proving that I should only commentate on events that have already happened, or else I will jinx it. Still very good pace so far as they move to the bottom left quadrant of the field where most of the red balls reside. About 15 seconds on the clock. Now just the center goal still owned by blue. They quickly pop out 3 blue balls. Now it's neutral. And with just a few seconds on the clock, they drop into red. We'll see if we can get 1 or 2 more. That's going to be it for the first driver skills run. We'll confirm the score. Be back with the next run momentarily.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're on to VCAT's second driver skills run. 123 points in their first one. Puts their total score in second place on the day. Total of 204 points, which equals their season high combined score. But we know they can eke a few more points out of driver skills. That's what they're going to be trying to do in these last couple of runs. Just about halfway through their time now. about 15 seconds left and lots of scoring opportunity in that bottom left corner. They clean out the center goal first, cap it off. About 5 seconds left to clean things up down in this bottom left. They get 2 red in, 2 blue out, and that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next.
3, 2, 1, go.
And for their penultimate run, VCAT goes back to programming skills. This is another autonomous run trying to beat an 81. Good start so far. Still plenty of time as they attempt to complete that back row. Pops in easily. "30 seconds down, and more than half of the goals accounted for. That lineup looked to be a little bit wide to me, but still pops into scoring position. At this point, though, the misalignment catches up. Still a solid score to build on. We'll confirm that and then be back with their final run momentarily.
2, 1, go.
And VCAT kicks off their third and final driver skills run, looking to improve on a 123. Their season high is a perfect 126, so we know that that's possible. Just over half of their time left, just over half of the goals in Red's possession. "20 seconds. Only 2 goals left in blue. All the other goals are not only red, but purely red.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like a 124 to my untrained eye. Our referees will check that and we'll be back.
2, 1, go.
Our next team up is Team Bison from Fargo, North Dakota. We have just 4 teams left, 2 university and 2 high school VRC. Bison starting with a driver skills run. With more than half of their time left, they've punched out all of the center blue balls and dropped 1 red down on top. 25 seconds left. They've completed a row down the center, which I think also disrupts all blue rows, if I remember how tic-tac-toe works. 15 seconds to go. They're going to continue de-scoring the blue balls in the center of the walls. Those are a little bit harder to, or a little bit easier to poke out than their corner-based counterparts. 5 seconds on the clock.
3, 2, 1.
And as time expires, they complete another row along the back end. We will confirm the score and be back.
2, 1, go.
And the Bison unfold their various intake and outtake appendages to start their second driver skills run. First red ball goes into that bottom left corner and they take 1 blue out with it before turning their sights to the center of the field. They empty out that center goal and then go in search of red to replace it with. "20 seconds left on the clock to round out this run. Looks like they place a red in that back right corner. Now just need 1 in the middle to complete a row and disrupt all blue. And it does roll in.
4, 3, 2.
Just a couple of seconds left here, and that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back in a few minutes with their next run.
2, 1, go.
And the Bisons kick off their third and final driver skills run. looking to beat a score of 75 in their previous run and improve that driver skills ranking. They quickly score on the bottom left corner, turning that goal red. Take a couple of pokes at that center goal. It looks like their intakes may be a bit hung up on each other. They'll try and play through and hope to wiggle them loose. About 25 seconds left.
20 seconds left. You can put that goal on. Yeah.
Going back to poking that center goal. As they do, they may be able to use one of those standoffs to pull that intake open. It looks like they might have. Only a few seconds left now to try and recover some of this run. They do get a red ball in the center. Looks like they've got a line across. And that's time. Confirm the score and be back with programming runs in a few.
2, 1, go.
And we are back with Bison's programming skills run. Trying to add on to a 75-point driver skills run. Looking at 19 so far, but still in motion, looking to improve on that score.
Oh.
We can cut it short.
And they're going to cut that one short. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run momentarily.
2, 1, going.
And 19 points on that first programming run. Already equaled it here on attempt number 2. And middle ball took an unfortunate roll. They do descore the blue ball there. Looks like that's triggered the next section of their program. Nope, they're going to stop that one early as well. We'll confirm the score and be back with their final run momentarily.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are on to our final team of the day from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. It's Husker Robotics, starting with a driver-controlled run on the far side of the field. They have the left goal capped for red, the center goal cleared out, and the right goal with 1 red and 3 blue in it. Still over half of their time left as they move down to the near side of the field, focusing on those corner goals first. But quite a bit of pop on that upper flywheel. Seems to be how they're solving the problem of the 15-inch starting position. 15 or so seconds left. They've got 3 corners claimed for red, 2 of those center goals cleared out and neutral. 5 seconds. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run moment. 55 points in their first driver skills run. Husker Robotics is back with programming skills. 45 seconds left on the clock. 2 goals scored for red, 2 blue balls descored. Still over half their time left as that near center goal goes for red. Looks like that blue ball took an unfortunate bounce. They might be able to recover depending on the kind of sequence they run here. They do get red on top of that bottom right goal, so it works out. Ooh, but that one rolls out of their intake as they move to the far corner. 15 seconds left. And that rolls in as well. They're going to stop it a little bit early here. We'll confirm the score and be back with their next run momentarily. And we are back for the second driver skills run for real this time. Starting off a little bit cleaner than the run that never happened, as they complete the first row along the back of the field. Now skipping the middle goal and moving down to the near side corner. More than half of their time left. That ball just bounces out. They take a second to fix an intake jam, and now on to the bottom left. This one also rolls in. Moving to the center of the field, 20 seconds on the clock, clearing out those 3 blue balls, 15 seconds to go. And they line up, they roll that one backwards instead of going through the launcher system there. Just a few seconds left. As they try to complete 2 more rows, that one bounces out. They take 1 more attempt, and that's time. We'll be back momentarily with their next run.
2, 1, go.
And we are back for the second programming skills run. Solid start with 4 red scored and 2 blue removed. Ooh, that third near side goal gets away from them, but there's another ball there. It's a bit of an insurance. Ooh, an unlucky roll there. Just over 20 seconds left. And they're going to end that one early. We'll confirm the score and be back momentarily with their next run. They've got 1 programming skill.
2, 1, go.
And we are back with the final driver skills run of the day. 76 is their score to beat. With just about 45 seconds left on the clock, they're off to a pretty good start. The red ball there gets away from them, but they did de-score the blue, so they still get points for doing that and disrupting the blue row. Still half their time left to score a few more points. Looks like they may have dropped a chunk of chain down there in the bottom left. Hopefully that won't throw them off too much. 15 seconds. And that's time. We'll confirm the score and be back with their final run in just a moment.
2, 1, go.
And we're off with our final programming skills run of the day. .45 seconds left. Ooh, they don't quite get that base ball out of the corner goal. They do get to their in goal number 3. Ooh, and that ball gets away from them again. But again, they have that insurance policy there against the bottom wall. And they're going to call that one early. We'll confirm the score, and we'll be back in a few moments with some. Hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience. As most of you know, in addition to the skills runs that we've been watching today and yesterday evening, our teams have also been meeting with panels of judges throughout the day to discuss their robot design and their engineering design process. That judging process, alongside of the skills runs we've seen today, have come together to determine our awards winners. Without further ado, the Judges Award is presented to a team that is most deserving of special recognition. Judges consider several criteria for this award, including exemplary effort and perseverance at the event, team accomplishments throughout the season, or other factors that may not fall under existing award categories. Our VRC Judges Award goes to Team 2610N Nebula from Bridgeport, West Virginia. And our VEX University Level Judges Award goes to Team UNLVU1 Husker Robotics from the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. The Design Award is presented to the team that demonstrates the most organized and professional approach to the design process, project and time management, and team organization. This team's engineering notebook provides a clear and complete documentation of the team's robot design process and the development of their game strategy. The winning team also demonstrates effective communication skills and teamwork. Our VRC Design Award winner today is Team 6096A, the RoboRays 1 from Ashburn, Virginia. And our VEX University Design Award goes to NJIT, the Highlanders from Newark, New Jersey. Next, the awards with the least suspense. You've been watching the scoreboards all day. The Robot Skills Award recognizes the teams with the highest combined programming and driver skills scores. Starting off in third place in our VRC division, it's Team 2610N Nebula with a score of 164. In second place for VRC, it's Team 27183R, the Ripbots, with a score of 166 from Ripley, West Virginia. And our Robot Skills champion in the VRC division with a combined score of 249 points. Team 41091A Revelation from Union, Kentucky, holding on to the number 14 spot in the world by my count. Then, on the VEX University side of things, with a combined score of 196 points, it's Team ABS from the University of Calgary in Alberta, Canada. In second place, with a combined score of 205 points, it's Team VCAT from the Vaughan College of Aeronautics and Technology in Queens, New York. And the number 2 scoring VEX University team in the world at the moment, it's Team UWAT from the University of Waterloo in Ontario. Finally, the Excellence Award is the highest award presented in the VEX Robotics program. The recipient of this award is a team that exemplifies overall excellence in creating a high-quality competitive robotics program. This team is a strong contender in numerous award categories and exemplifies dedication, devotion, hard work, and teamwork. This team is committed to quality in everything that they do. Today's VRC Excellence Award winner is Team 41091A Revelation from Union, Kentucky, and their counterparts on the VEX University side, it's Team VCAT from Queens, New York. Thank you all for coming today. We have 2 more weeks of VEX IQ, 2 more weeks of VRC before we lead into our West Virginia State Championships. And those VEX University teams that are still in the audience, keep your eyes peeled at Robot Events for more events to be posted. We're checking out our schedule and seeing if we can squeeze in a few more opportunities for you guys to play more. That wraps us up for this week. We'll catch you next time. Stay safe.